Okay. Yeah, there are more people coming, so actually I'm gonna wait for just a little bit. I'm gonna switch back to here. Okay. All right. Anyway, where was I? Okay, so I was playing music for a long time, but I didn't have fun with it until I came here. I mean, now I play music a lot with my friends. I have a few really close friends who we do music together all the time, and it's a really special experience. Just one thing. Wait, sorry. Yeah. But anyway, right now I'm starting to actually play music and enjoy music. And like I always just jam on the stage at our school with my friends. And oh yeah, and I perform a lot in our music shows. Like we have several shows throughout the year. So but anyway, like right now, music is my passion. I think it's gonna be my lifelong passion actually, and I really want to share that with you today. So yeah, today I'm just here to get you started. And again, you don't need to know anything beforehand. Like actually, you don't even have to have an instrument. You can just download a piano app on your phone or something. So, I'm I'm actually going to start. Uh, so today I'm just gonna tell you two things. One thing is how to improvise, and the second thing is how to accompany yourself. So if you don't know what these things are, that's okay. I'm gonna show you a video to uh, let you see into what it's like. So uh, this is a video of the musical show we just did at our school like a few weeks ago. Actually, I wrote the rap part to this song, uh, and but yeah, I'll just start. That's not what I'm. Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, I'm just showing you that. That's what I do. Okay, so you know the guy at the right, he's a really good friend of mine, and that's what he's about to do is what I'm gonna teach you to do today. So that's called improvising or soloing, sometimes you say. Well, he's doing it on the guitar right now, and I'm gonna show it on the piano, but it's basically well, it's pretty similar. I mean, at least the idea is the same. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this right here. So basically, what he just did, that's called improvising. And I know you must be like, oh my gosh, how can I do that right now? I mean, you can't really do that because you know he's pretty good actually. But I'm gonna show you how he does it, and you can kind of do it after today. So I'm gonna cut back here. Um, So yeah, that's the first thing we're gonna learn today, improvising. So I'm gonna lead you through it like step by step. So the first step, we're gonna choose a song. Now, it doesn't really matter which song you choose because technically you can do it over any song, but there are just some. Well, I mean, there are songs that sound better than others when you improvise over them. So for now, today I'm gonna do "Wish You Were Here" it's by Pink Floyd. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're like a really famous band, and yeah. Uh, so I have the song right now on my phone. So that's the second step. I found the song, and I'll just leave it right here. And the third step, I'm gonna find the key of the song. So I already Googled it here for you. But like when you do it on your own, just Google the name of the song and the key. So so Google says the key of which we're here is G major. Now you don't have to know what that is. Like it's, and I'm not gonna explain. Like I said, I'm not gonna do any theory today. It's just a fun class. So I'm gonna go back here. So now we found the key, and now we're gonna select a scale to use. So the magic to soloing or improvising is something called the pentatonic scale. It's basically a group of notes that you can use that will sound good together no matter what. So I have this right here. Again, I found it off Google. It's the pentatonic scales for the piano, the major pentatonic scales. And because here it said the key of the song is G major, we're gonna find the G major scale. You have to use the scale that fits the key. So there we go. That's the G major pentatonic scale on the piano, and that's what we're gonna use for this song. So I'm gonna shift the camera. Okay, so now you can see the keyboard I have right here, and so if you know how to play piano, it's gonna be easier. But if you don't, you basically just follow the diagram. So here we have plus that. That's your scale. I mean, if you take away this note, just the 5 notes here, that's all you're gonna use. And of course you can expand on the keyboard because the piano keyboard is basically repeating itself over and over. Like that's all the same note, right? Like it's just repeating. It's like a group of notes that repeat itself. So we can do up and down the keyboard. Like that's the 5 we started with. But we can go up and then up. I mean, I know you can't see my hand, but yeah, I'm just going up the whole time. Or you can go down, like, oops. Yeah, so you can go all the way across the keyboard, but for this, at least for this song, I'm gonna stick to the middle of the keyboard so it's easier to understand. Okay, so next step, final step, you just play over the song. Like, I know you might be wondering, okay, how do I play it? Like, I don't know what to play. Well, you play anything, like as long as what you're playing are these 5 notes. Like you can play them in any order you want, like in any rhythm. Like actually you can just play the scale up and down, or you can just play one note over and over again. Like I'm gonna demonstrate right here. So I'm gonna play the song. So that's the song. There's an instrumental part. I'm just gonna do it with one finger so you can see that you don't need to know how to play the piano. So I was just playing the scale up and down, and it sounded okay. It sounded decent, And now I'm just gonna play just one note, and you can hear for yourself how it sounds like. I mean, I know it sounds kind of stupid, but you know, it doesn't sound bad, right? And that's the magic. You can do anything you want, whether you're a beginner or if you're like a really good musician. So now I'm gonna demonstrate how I actually do it, like with like I'm gonna jump around notes and I'm gonna use all my fingers, but I'm just gonna use one hand just so it's easier. And yeah, just a little example. I'm gonna stop right here. As you can see, like I moved up and down the keyboard. I play them in random order. I didn't just play the scale. And sometimes I combine notes. And I mean, there are a lot of little tricks or like licks you can do, but we're not going to get too much into that today. Switch right here. Okay, now you might be wondering. So, you know, video I just showed you, like that guy was playing the guitar, right? And it sounded pretty different from this. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I know he's better at this than me, but I mean, on string instruments is another sound. But luckily today, I also have the ukulele. I mean, I'm not as good on the ukulele. I'm sorry for that, but yeah, you can also do it on the ukulele, and I'm gonna show you how right now. So now we're gonna go back over the steps. So when I choose a song, we're gonna use the same one. We find it, we're gonna play it. I have on my phone. Step 3, we find this key. You know, it's the same key for any instrument. It's G major, and right here, and we select the scale. Now it's a little bit different on the ukulele, and personally, I think it's a little bit harder. So it's okay if you can't follow. I just want to show you how to do it on instruments like the ukulele or the guitar or the bass. So for this, we're gonna start with that. So that's basically the fretboard, like the neck of the ukulele. And I want you to ignore the bottom string or like the top string if you're holding a ukulele, like this one. You'll see which one I'm talking about in a second if you're confused right now. But so we're gonna start with this one, like the lowest string, this one, and like this right here. And because it's G major, we're gonna start here. So let's count. Okay, so open string, that's C. Again, you don't really need to know what these are. Just they're like the names of notes, but you know, it's not a theory class. So okay, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G. So G is right here, like this note that I'm talking about. So that's your starting point. I want you to remember that. Well, you probably don't have a ukulele in your hand, but so if you have one. And then we're gonna just keep this in mind, like the second little flower. And we're gonna go to this chart. So as you can see, there are 5 positions, as they call them. And basically, if you start with position 1, it's right here. And then you go down, like position 2, and you go back around the neck, 3, 4, 5. But today I'm only gonna show you position 1 for now. Okay. So again, ignore the last string. Like if I put it like this, it's the same as this. This is basically a diagram of the fretboard. So ignore the last string. We're starting with the middle one. No, well, not the middle one. The second one to the left. So here. So this is our starting point. We're going to like 2 frets down. 1, 2, here, that's your second note, so that's your first note. Go down 2, that's your second note. Okay. And you go back up to the third one, the third note.
回个，姐姐，把我咬破了。
Okay, and that's the third note. And you go down 2, as you can see here. Oh, sorry, this one, the fourth.
是他给我整的。
The sixth one. Just 1 second.
ukulele.
Yeah, and just so you know, like, please all mute yourself. Like, I'll leave time for questions later on. And if you really need something, you can like raise your hand or like send me a message in the chat. Okay, so yeah, that's our scale. I'm just gonna go backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's position 1. As you can see here, like it corresponds to the diagram. And I'm going to play it. So that's position 1. And first I'm going to show you how it sounds like with only these 6 notes. So now I'm only using position 1 and it already sounds decent. Now I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to teach you all the 5 positions because that's a lot. I'm just going to show you. And that's basically how guitarists do it, or like people who play ukulele. That's how we usually do it. But I mean, I'm not going to be super good because I haven't been playing the ukulele for that long. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how a ukulele solo sounds like. Again, this might be confusing. That's okay. We're just gonna focus more on the piano today. This is just to demonstrate for you. So now we're just gonna do one more example on piano, and then we'll move on to the next part of the lesson, which is how to accompany yourself. So I don't know if you remember, but we're gonna repeat the steps. So step 1, choose a song. We're gonna use a different song this time. For this one, I chose Stairway to Heaven. I don't know if you've heard that. It's also quite famous, but old. And now I have it right here on my phone. And step 3, we're gonna find the key again. Again, I already did a Google search, and the key of this song is A minor. So, okay, now we know the key. We're gonna go to the 4th step, select the scale. Now we can't exactly use this one. Sorry, I mean this one, the one we used before, because if you know this, is the major pentatonic scales. We have a different chart for minor pentatonic scales, and it's at A minor, so we're gonna go to A minor, this one right here. Again, I'm gonna tap the camera. Okay. Now again, you follow the diagram. You start here. So that's one group or octave. Like that's what we say. These octaves are called octaves. So again, it repeats itself over the keyboard. It's one. Same thing. And it's also the same thing. So, sorry, just 1 second. Okay. Yeah. So again, I'm just gonna jump into an example. This time, like, if you can try to notice that I'm only using these 5 notes. I mean, I know it's 6 here, but the top one repeats with the bottom one. I'm just gonna stop right here. So yeah, that's basically how improvising works. I mean, I've been playing the piano for a long time, so I can do like a lot of little tricks. If you're just starting, of course, it's not gonna sound as good as the solos that you hear on like radios or on live shows, but that's okay. Like I said, like all that matters is trying. And so now I'm gonna move on to the second part of the lesson. It's accompanying. And basically, I'm just gonna show you an example first, so you know what that is. So again, that's another one of my shows. I think it's last year, and that's a friend of mine as well. So in this one, I'm singing, but both of us were also playing, and what we're playing is called accompany. Like it's basically playing while singing. Like the instrumental part is not the main part. Like it's more about singing or the melody if it's an instrumental song. And when they couldn't sleep and I'm scared things won't turn out right, you would hold my hand and say to me. Okay, so I'm gonna stop that right here. I don't know if you noticed the difference, but yeah, that's basically accompanying. And now I'm gonna lead you through it again. So step one, choose a song. Now I'm gonna demonstrate with example I used before. So Wish You Were Here, the Pink Floyd song. And you might have noticed I started in the middle of the song when I was soloing. And now I'm gonna start at the singing part. So step two, learn to sing a song or play it. Like you can just play along with the song. Like you don't necessarily have to sing, but if you can sing, of course, that's gonna be more fun. Number three, find out Accompany guitar or chords by. These are some of the websites I use. So I already found it here as Accompany guitar. And as you can see here, we can see the lyrics and these letters above the lyrics. Well, these are chords, like I mentioned before. Chords are basically the structure of the song. It's like the skeleton in the body. Like, you know how you have your bones and your muscles grow around the bones. And that's basically what chords are for. Like, you build a song around the chords. And first, I'm gonna show you on piano. So, like if we come back here, we're gonna use things called chord charts. And so here you have C to begin with. So we're gonna come here. That's a piano chord chart. But if you're like, again, if you know how to play piano, you probably know the chords already. Now I'm gonna take it to the camera again. And so that's a major chord. If it says nothing, like if it's just C, then it's by default a major chord. So we're gonna look at this column. So you find C, it's right here. And again, we're gonna find the notes first. So these are the notes with the red dot. But this time, instead of playing them like individually, we're gonna play them together at the same time. Now that's a chord. And I mean, I know if some of you can understand this, but like you can do what we call inversions. Like you can play this like an octave higher, or like you can play it in the next group. So that's all the same chord. Now I'm gonna give you another example. If we come back here, you see there's a D chord. And if we come back here, and we find the D chord, is right, like it corresponds to the diagram. So that's a D chord. It's right here. So I'm not going to show you every single chord because we don't have a lot of time. I'm just gonna jump into it and see, and I'll show you what's like to accompany the song. Now I want you to try to follow along with the lyrics and the chords right here. Just listen to the lyrics. It's pretty enjoyable. This is a D, A minor, G. Okay, it's D again. We go back to C, A minor, so I don't know if you could follow on, but that's basically what it's like. And as you can see, like I play the chords when it tells me to, like when it's above the word, which is one of the good things about songs with lyrics. Like you don't have to read music, you just have to, know English or other languages if that's what you're. So now again, I'm gonna show you how to do it on the ukulele. I mean, personally, I think it's kind of easier on the ukulele because like there are too many things to do on the piano, and sometimes you just end up messing up yourself. So we're gonna repeat the process. Choose a song. We have the song right here. I'm gonna sing song play. My phone knows how to sing the song. On guitar chordify, we're using the same thing, and we're gonna use a different chord chart for the ukulele. And this website's great. Like it's called ukucourse.com. Yeah, I have all the links in the PowerPoint, and I'm gonna share it with you later, so you can have everything that I just talked about and more. So C. So that's just a C. You can ignore the rest. Like these are very advanced chords. And again, that's the fretboard diagram. So it's the same as the actual ukulele. So it tells you to place one finger here, and if I play strings, that's gonna make a C chord. Now the second one I remember is D. Here, it's D. And again, that's the diagram for the guitar, but obviously I don't have one. So, oops. Okay, so for D, it tells you to put 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. So you put 3 fingers and you strum. That gives you a D chord. Yeah, I'm gonna play it with the song again, so you can try to follow. Okay, we're starting right here. C. E minor, G, and back to D, to C, A minor again, yeah, so basically that's how it works. And I'm just gonna show you one more example, and that will be our class. So we're gonna repeat the process, choose a song. Well, I already chose one, as you can see. It's called Million Reasons by Lady Gaga. And I already know how to sing it, so this time I'm gonna do it live by myself without the music. So find on guitar, it's right here. Yeah, Million Reasons. And I'm gonna do it on the piano first, and you can follow on and see like when I'm playing the chords, like the timing is the key. And also I'll be doing like more little things on the piano. It's okay if you can't do them, that's fine. But I just want to show you what it's really like, like that's basically me during the weekends. Like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's a cool song, I want to sing it. I just sit down and I play the chords, and I do like a little pattern or something. Okay, so here we go. Me a million reasons to let you go. Giving me a million reasons to do with your show. Giving me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Giving me a million reasons. About a million reasons. If I had a highway, I would run for the hills. If you could find a driveway, I'd forever be still. 'Cause you're giving me a million reasons, give me a million reasons, giving me a million reasons, about a million reasons. So I'm gonna stop right there because we don't have forever here. So yeah, that's basically accompanying. Again, this is kind of harder than improvising because, I mean, apparently it is possible to make mistakes. And the rhythm really matters. Like you have to get the timing right. And if you want to do like a complicated pattern, something like something like that, I know. That's gonna take a lot of coordination because you want to sing and play at the same time. And I mean, you usually need a real instrument to do it as well. Unlike the first one, like you can just do it on your phone. So it's a little bit harder, but yeah, it's also a lot of fun. So yeah, this almost the end of our class. Like some of you might be wondering, okay, so okay, Cindy, I know all this already. Where do I go next? Well, first I might come back with more classes if you guys like this one, and but on your own you can, I would say, search up YouTube videos. That's like YouTube is magic. Like you can find anything there. I bet there are people who are way better than me on YouTube. Like people who are way better at explaining. I'm just here to get you started. So you can search up like how to improvise on the piano or like how to sing while you're playing or something. You can search anything and you can learn some basic music theory, like, yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna come back anyway. So yeah, just, practice, have fun. And yeah, just get started. It's okay to make mistakes and you will get frustrated. But the important thing is to just start and have fun. So I'm gonna unmute you all because like if you have any questions, you can ask right now. Actually, it might help if you guys like raise your hand. Like.
你说啥？你要说啥
I have nothing to say.
You can say it.
I have nothing.
Yeah, like you guys can raise your hand if you have questions. If not, I'm gonna end it now. Just gonna wait around for a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna end this right now. If you have any questions like afterwards, you guys can always ask me. Like you can message me. But yeah, except from that, that's it. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next time.